Zel Boy Army, welcome to another spicy one on the channel. In this video, we are going to be looking at the Christopher Nkunku SBC that has been released. I'll have a little look at the other SBCs as well, but we're just specifically looking at the player pick Rulebreaker Christopher Nkunku SBC in this video, and then I'll do a separate video that will also be uploaded tonight looking at the Rulebreaker SBCs. So Christopher Nkunku. The SBC itself is probably coming in at around 150,000 coins. That's based on what an 87 and 85 rated squad has been going for lately. Not cheap, not a great league. Bundesliga's not the best, and not a lot of fantastic options, but let's actually look at the card and see what we think of him. So it's a player pick, which is always nice. You get two options with these guys. I do like that you can pick between. So they're both 4-star, 3-star, the same work rates. The cards are the exact same dribbling, defending, physical pace. The basic difference is one has plus 10 on all his shooting stats, the other has plus 19 on his passing stats. I mean, for me, the plus 19 on the passing stats is pretty damn big. Turns him into one of the best passers in the game. I would probably be going for the passing stats. I think that you could put a hunter on him to get him. I mean, if you put a hunter on this one, to be fair, and get him 95 finishing with 95 shot parts, pretty cracked. But this one, I think this card, if he had 4-star, 4-star, I would consider going for the one with shooting, because 4-star, 4-star is good enough to put an attack, but a 3-star weak foot, for me, he is more of a CDM than a cam or attacking player. You could play him at centre mid or CDM, but I think a 3-star weak foot limits a card like this from being able to play at cam, lam, ram, striker. So I would rather put him deeper where you can use his passing, because he's got elite passing, he's quick. You could even put a shadow on him to make him very good at defending. You could be putting an engine on him to make him insane on the ball and basically 99 passing. You could put a hunter on him, even on the passing one, to make him pretty clinical and rapid. This one's more versatile, in my opinion, in the sense of he can play a role really well. Whereas this one, his passing's pretty poor if you put him as an attacking player. And the 3-star weak foot really does limit him from being able to be an actual top-tier attacker. So this one in the role you would want to play him in doesn't really excel. If he had a few more pace and a 4-star weak foot, you'd probably be going this one. But honestly, I actually think this one for 150k, if you have a lot of untradables, ain't too bad. The problem is, when you look at him though, he's more expensive than Kevin De Bruyne. He's better on the ball, similar passing, bit better maybe, better defending, quicker, but a much worse shot on 5-star weak foot goes to 3. It's not a great value SBC unless you have a lot of untradeable and he suits your team. For this SBC, I wouldn't really even be looking at doing the shooting one. Honestly, I just think the passing one is much better. You've got some decent cards you can link him to, I think. We've got, is it the Mukiele one? Let's look at Leipzig. You're going to have Klostergo. Mukiele got a decent card in the road to the knockouts. Don't think Leipzig are probably going to get upgrades there. But it's a triple link straight away there. So you could always connect him to that. I think that's pretty good. I think connecting him to that guy is pretty good. It's a pretty strong triple link. The passing one for me is much, much better though than the shooting one. That's what I'd consider for that. Let's look at some of the other SBCs we've got. You have to as well compare like the value of them to other ones. Do I have any packs actually I could open that decent? No. Any preview packs in the store? I wish they did preview packs for those, but I don't know. I thought they was going to do preview packs for Pro Packs, but I guess they're too worried it would completely kill the market. Have any of you guys had a good preview pack this year? I don't think I've had one really good one at all. Let's go back to look at the SBCs. Are you guys, by the way, going to do Nkunku? Do you think he looks good? Is it a card you're considering? Kante. Now, this Kante is coming in at like 250 to 300k. He's much, well, I wouldn't say much, like 4 or 5 pace quicker than his gold, which is quite a bit. I think he's got a worse shot, worse pass, bit better on the ball, much worse defender and physical. For me, if this Kante was like 10 pace quicker, better weak foot, much better on the ball, I'd think, yeah, pretty decent. But same weak foot, worse overall card by a fair bit. I don't really see the appeal on this card, to be honest. I think the only way I could see it is if you've got an absolute crap ton of untradables to get rid of, he suits your team, and you don't want to put all the coins, or you don't even have the coins tradable to put into the gold card. Otherwise, I don't really see the benefit in this Kante, just a worse version. Politano, 4-star, 4-star. I don't know how Napoli are doing in that league. He's actually a pretty good card. That's the thing. As an attacker, this guy's better than Nkunku. He's quicker. His shot's not much worse. I'd rather have that shot with the 4-star weak foot. His passing's better than the shooting version of Nkunku. He's better on the ball. Bit harder to link in maybe, but actually I think Nkunku might be slightly better on the ball. But this Politano is quite a bit better with potential to get upgrades. And how much is he? Barely costs a thing. He's going to be harder to link in than Nkunku. But that says a lot about that Nkunku. That this one's miles better, this Politano. Kostic, 2-star weak foot, 3-star skills. Would not consider that. AJ Tracy set. I mean, the rest are just the player of the months. Yeah, so we can see, like, at the moment, the SBC quality from EA, it's just not really been there yet. The Rule Breaker one, I'll be looking at that in the next video. That'll be an interesting one. That Haaland, I just worry that they're not going to have upgraded his weak foot skills, but we'll see. But yeah, the SBCs at the moment, I've not seen one that I've been like, wow, that is crazy good value. Every year I talk about these SBCs and say that compare them to actual cards on the market. They tend to come off quite a bit worse. You're stuck with them for the whole year. You have to remember that. If you do an SBC like that in Nkunku, that is 150k coins you are putting into that card. And yes, you could say, oh, it's untradables I've got. That's 150k of untradables you could have put into a better SBC later in the year. And Nkunku, for me, decent card. His passing one at a CDM could be a very good one, but the shooting one, definitely not. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, keep it spicy.